Greetings, YouTube. It's always such an achievement when I get one of these crystal opening commentary submissions, but that really is the case right before Cyber Weekend, when you know that you need to do two things to become the highest progression level, Thronebreaker. You've got to complete Act 6, which is fairly manageable, still very difficult, but fairly manageable. But it's taken that 6-star to rank 3. So many people don't have the 6-star in the class to take up that they want. And then so many other people don't have the Tier 5 class catalyst at all to take up any 6-star. And so the Abyss completion becomes so many go-tos way to guarantee a Tier 5 class catalyst, but of course it's a fragment crystal, and by fragments I guess I mean fully formed. So you have no control over it. Zero control over anything that you complete in the Abyss. And that brings us to Aeon Centurion. We're just going to call him Aeon, A-E-O-N. I think that's Aeon, kind of like Aegon, but on. So he had 75 units left, it looks like. So I don't know what your plan was if this didn't work out, but it's kind of exciting to see the last hit of hours and hours and hours. I was so proud of myself for how I fought. I've never fought better than I did in the Abyss. Maybe it was all the pressure. And it still took me almost 6 hours to complete it. So I know people who break it up to multiple days. In fact, the 3-day window between when Alliance Quest ends and when the next one starts can be a really tempting window for people to actually either do a path to explore the Abyss or especially do an initial completion. So other than I guess some Alliance War scheduling, you know that your attack team, which if you do like map 6 or map 7, especially the Alliance Quest, is going to be free. And so that's just another little pro tip for you. There is the screen. That is so exciting. But unfortunately, other than the Tier 5 basics and the Tier 2 alphas, none of the actual crystals are anything but gambles. I always say on my channel, the motto of 2020 is we want more control and less chance. And there is all chance, all gamble with the 5 and 6 stars, and certainly the 6-star Awakening Gem and the 6-star, or the Tier 5 class catalyst to rank up the 6-star, I should say. Okay, he's got Human Torch and Thing as science champs, so it looks like maybe he wants to awaken his Human Torch. That would be nice. It looks like he's got Sim Supreme. Squirrel Girl's his best skill. Sabretooth is his best mutant. Venom and Carnage, that's fascinating. Little symbiotic relationship in these pools, although they're enemies, I guess, technically. Rocket and Yondu are the best tech. You know what that means. You're totally getting tech. Sim Supreme would probably be Sim Supreme and Human Torch would be his top 2 choices. So normally when people show us that, it ends up being horribly wrong. So let's hope that this is not the case. Are you just starting with this? I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, sure. He is rooting for green or purple. Green or purple. There is green. And I totally said he was getting tech, because I looked at his roster and said that's where the algorithm's going to screw him over to try to make him take Rocket Raccoon to rank 3. Please at least be green or purple in this capacity, especially green for Human Torch. Come on. Skill. You're not going to use it on Squirrel Girl. And that's a really good gem for the future, particularly for either Aegon or Nick Fury. But today, oh man, in order to become a Thronebreaker, you're going to have to take a terrible 6-star at this point to rank 3. All right, here's where you get Ghost or Warlock, and the fear discussion is a moot point. First 6-star is Hulkbuster, way better than Juggernaut, and actually Hulkbuster to rank 3 might become your best option with that pull. It's a pretty clutch pull. I realize it's not the ideal choice, but we do not live in ideal times. Second and final 6-star of the bunch, and it's Hawkeye. Either going to be Hawkeye or Hulk. Shout out to the Avengers. One of my favorite, most underrated and underappreciated champions in the whole contest. But, man. And he's got that 5-star. Are you going to do 2 5-stars or save it? I guess you'll save it. This is like eating your dessert first and then ending with, like, I don't know, a vegetable. Angela's solid. I really like my 6-star Angela. And I've seen some incredible gameplay with 6-star Angela and 5-star Angela, heck, even 4-star Angela, in the Cavalier difficulty event quest. And now he's going for Professor X. He did put some text in there. Shout out to that editing. Maybe we can end on a high note, because right now, was this act, or is the Abyss completion run worth it? No. Hey, Wolverine, that's still incredible. May not be Professor X, but it's still a top pull. Shout out to Volatility, who also recently pulled a Wolverine. I think you got to rank up Hulkbuster if you want to take up one of those. Yeah. It's got to happen. And he got him to rank 3? Yep, got Thronebreaker. An unawakened Hulkbuster was his choice. Better than Rocket Raccoon, but still not ideal. If your goal is Thronebreaker, then no matter what, of course, this is worth it. But independently of the Crystal Luck, it was absolutely dreadful. One of the worst Abyss Luck commentaries that I've had the honor of commentating in a while. Well, on that note, depressing note, thanks again to Aeon for the Crystal Opening commentary submission, and thank you to everybody who continues to be patient as you've submitted Crystal Openings, and I am doing my best to get to them eventually to commentate.